Joris, I was thinking today about the news, all these financial headwinds, trying to raise money, and I'm thinking about it in the context of medical device development. And I'm wondering, as a program manager, what sort of strategies do you employ to help our clients, attract funding through the whole course of their product development cycle?
Well, that's a very good question, Nick. It definitely is really a challenging environment right now to raise money, especially for smaller startups with more risky projects.
Yes.
We see a lot of them are struggling getting enough funding to get their project off the ground. And larger organizations typically are also somewhat more conservative with their money right now. So how do we align well with what they, de-risking of their financial milestones? That's really what this is all about. So we generally cut up a program in a couple of different phases, and and these milestones, we make sure that those milestones coming out of these phases align well with our fundraising cycles.
Oh, clever.
So
I see.
One of the things we typically do, for example, is in an early stage to work towards a proof of concept system that proves out technically that what we try to accomplish actually works.
Right.
Those are also really fun projects, by the way.
Love those projects.
Proving out that it technically works retires all that risk, that technical risk, and is a really good signal to investors that we're on the right track. So that's generally then a signal to to the startup that they have to go for a new fundraising cycle, raise new funds, but then at least that technical risk is retired.
Right, and then you can unlock funding for the next more incremental.
Exactly, so an incremental new round of funding. And that new round of funding typically then in the next round will get you to a clinical study, or at least so clinical efficacy. It may even include a regulatory submission. So that's the next block of funding. And then once we've accomplished that, especially for larger organizations that choose to manufacture themselves and commercialize their product, they will be very interested in automation, scale up, manufacturability. So they will want to see that output increase. So those are three major blocks. First, proving out that you're technically correct, on the right track, then clinical/regulatory, and then manufacturability. Those are our three major blocks that coincide with rounds of funding.
Sure, yeah, as you described those things, you can imagine kind of the price tag incrementally getting bigger throughout, a breadboard versus a clinical trial, and then manufacturing, my gosh. Yeah, that makes sense. And so stage gating.
Yeah, exactly, and that's just it. It's incrementally getting bigger and bigger, the amounts of funding that are needed, but actually the risk is getting smaller and smaller, and that's kind of the nice kind of like balance there.
Very nice, very cool. Thanks for explaining it that way. It's very well done.
Thanks, Nick. Have a great day.
Have a great day.